Okay, I'm going to tell you about how we got Santa Claus. This legend starts back in Europe, back in like the 15th century. He started out as Father Christmas. This started in many English-speaking countries to associate a figure with Christmas. In past centuries, Father Christmas was also known as Old Christmas, Sir Christmas, or Lord Christmas. In more recent times, Father Christmas is said to wear a bright red suit or a green robe. Father Christmas typified the spirit of good cheer and wasn't commonly associated with giving gifts or with children. The character Father Christmas influenced the development of Santa Claus in the United States, and many people think that they're the same person. Historically, they're not, though. Father Christmas he began in the 15th century. That's where the first carols were written about Father Christmas. He is said to often reside in North Pole, Alaska, or in the Coventry Mountains in Finland, or in just simply in the North Pole. The specific description of Father Christmas as a merry old man began early in the 17th century. In the description of a Puritan observation of a Christmas feast. He is old because the feast is old, is what the legend says. In December of 1616, Christmas in Mask described Father Christmas as he appeared in attire of round hose, long stockings, a close doublet, a high-crowned hat, and a brooch with a long, thin beard. Later, a mask by Thomas Nabbles, titled The Springs Galore, produced in 1638, he described Father Christmas as a revered gentleman in a furrowed gown and cap. The character continued over the next 250 years to appear in songs and stories and productions. And he was also known then as Sir Christmas, Lord Christmas, and then Father Christmas. That last one becoming the most popular. A writer in 1822 states that at 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve, the bells would peal, "Old Great Christmas," with the bells would peal to greet Old Father Christmas, and the children would parade the streets with drums and trumpets and bells, and they would light the Yule log, the Yule candle, not the Yule log. Father Christmas gradually emerged with the gift giver of Saint Nicholas, with the associated folklore. That's where it started to come in that he would give gifts and that he would love little children. Nowadays, he is called Santa Claus, as we all know him, but he is still in Britain and in England, he's still referred to as Father Christmas. Currently, those two names are the same thing for people here and for people in England. Traditionally, Father Christmas comes down the chimney and puts the presents under the tree, or puts them in the stockings, and families would leave wine or cheese or different things for Father Christmas. But here in America, we have our tree that he puts the presents under, and he comes down the chimney or in the window if people don't have a chimney, and we leave fresh baked cookies and cold milk for Santa Claus. Also, it started in England that children would write a list and place it in their room of gifts that they wanted, and now we just mail it to Santa Claus at the North Pole. Often Father Christmas appears as a large man in around his 70s who is well fed, in a red suit with a black belt and black boots, and he also has a large floppy hat. He often carries a big brown sack that's full of toys that he's going to deliver to all of the children. An urban myth states that the red suit only appeared in the 1930s when Santa Claus appeared in a Coca-Cola commercial. But after that commercial, Coca-Cola came out and said that they had seen that in a picture, that they didn't come up with the red suit. However, that image was before the 1930s of Santa Claus in the red suit. And this is the legend of Santa Claus and how he went from Father Christmas to becoming Santa Claus that we know today. It started in England and we brought it over here with us.